Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Rumble. Let's see, we got all the volumes turned off here. Good morning on the 05.13.2024. Current time is 05:52 a.m. Eastern time here in upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside. This Monday morning, we are starting a new week. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, where we got to see if we're live streaming on X Live. And we are on 6. Yep, we're on. Okay. Where am I? There I am. Okay. We are on 6 platforms. Having problems with the RTMP. But at Fireman Rich on Twitch, at Fireman Rich on Truth Social, Blue Skies, Instagram Threads, and on the public Facebook where we are broadcasting on. We're not broadcasting on the private, but the public broadcasting, all one word, the real Fireman Rich. And that's what I wanted on that. It's on the Facebook connection. The RTMP, I was trying to get that to go to Instagram, but Instagram's not cooperating. So we have an empty RTMP. So we got 6 channels, though, with no problems. And they fixed the Facebook after I didn't have the selection. All I had was my main one, but they changed it to where I have the private Facebook. I got Fireman Rich, the real Fireman Rich. And then I got a third one I didn't realize I forgot I had. I had the Tioga Fire Protection, Fire Prevention Facebook page that I don't really use that much. And so they fixed that. And we've got the Rumble settled to where I want it. The private Facebook, I can always drop the hot link later after the broadcast here. For all intents and purposes, this is running great right now. So, but we're on Twitch as well. Good morning to the folks over there on Twitch. I see that our good friend Liam is on, Jim Figerty. And let me see. Let me get this on the... we did a little tweaking this weekend of the the Rumble Studios. We're not really tweaking, but we sent in a trouble ticket concerning the Facebook why we couldn't connect, because I was connected. Then I had a Friday's broadcast. I couldn't get the RTMP to connect to the Facebook, public Facebook, but they changed that. Now we have currently we have 6 people on Rumble. Good morning, Rumble. We have 1 person over there on Locals, which is, if you were on my Rumble's page, you see Locals. It's another place that that's connected to the Rumble. 0 people on, let's see, 0 people over on, let me check on, the numbers don't show on the YouTube. Let's see how many, well, we got 1 person watching there, so the number's not coming in. Let's see, I gotta turn the volume off there. We do got audio over on YouTube Live, and then X Live, we got 1 person. Facebook, let's see. We got audio there. So this is getting very, very lean. And Tony D is on the Rumble. Good morning, Tony D. Tony D is coming in on the Rumble. Good morning. Salute to you, sir. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. And Tony says good morning. And we hope you had a great weekend, Tony. I know we didn't hook up, but how was everybody's weekend? Ours was good. It was okay. It was good. We had a great. Yesterday was being Mother's Day. We didn't do anything special. It was sort of like weren't in the mood, and the missus wasn't either. So we elected to. I went out for dinner time to get some hellacious Speedy sandwiches at the Speedy and Rib Pit on Upper Front Street in Binghamton. Look it up. Speedy and Rib Pit. Upper Front Street, Binghamton. There's a second place in Vestal. They used to be connected or not. I always go to the one up in we haven't been up there like in a year and a half, almost 2 years. So it's about a 25 to 30-minute drive to go get these sandwiches. And they're worth the drive. Let me tell you, they are worth the drive. Had a great salad with it. And what's that? And French fries, yeah, we had the French fries were. They coming home. The French fries cooled off a little bit. They were great. They were just like they were the quality of what you would get at Five Guys. I was going to say one order, but I heard the guy ahead of me was ordering. He said, I guess there were 3 people that wanted 3 bags, and I go to one kid. Is the bag good enough for 2 people? He says, oh yeah. So, but the sandwiches were great. They're a little salty, but they are freaking delicious. And they're worth the trip going up there and stuff. So we had a great thing there, and but I hope all the everybody's mothers had a great day yesterday. As far as to just take a step back and say thank you for all they do, because they do a lot. And Tim Fan 40 is coming in on the Twitch side there, and as such, and it should be pinning these up. There's Tony D saying good morning from the Rumble. And we appreciate it, Tony. And we have Tim Fan coming in from the Twitch. And we do have the morning coffee. It would not be a morning coffee broadcast if we did not have the morning coffee. And we do, and it's tasting mighty fine. So there's that. We got that. You know what? I'm going to keep this one on the Rumble. That's a good idea. Keep that one on the Rumble. Just to see, and then we have Twitch. Let's see, the Twitch live. We'll go with. We got 2 people over on Twitch, or X, I should say, X live. Let me say X live. Let's say good morning. Let's see if this comes in. Good morning. Oh. See if this comes in. Let's see if this Tim Fan, I have to reboot because just black screen. Okay, Tim, no problem. And Tim Fan, I just came over to YouTube. Okay. And I just posted over on X and I didn't see anything. So let's see. Tim Fan, we have him over on the YouTube. So the YouTube chat is working. What about Facebook? Let me check for Facebook. Let's see. Let's type because that should come in. Good morning, all. Check it here. And comments aren't coming in from Facebook. Okay, so Twitter Live or X Live and Facebook, they're not coming in. They're coming in on Twitch. They're coming in on Rumble. They're coming in on YouTube. Let me check. The local side. Let's check locals. Let's check locals. See what we're checking. We might as well check it and stuff. I really, the thing is, we're going to go through our regular bit here in a bit, but I only have a few news items because it is a Monday morning and it's slow this morning on the local news. As far as that goes. So we're going to go over on locals. I want to see if that's coming in. Okay, we are broadcasting. Join the live stream. We joined the live stream. And Tina says good morning. Good morning to Tina, our Jersey girl coming in from New Jersey. Good morning, Tina. I hope you are doing well. And yep, go get the coffee, girl. Go get the coffee. You got to have the coffee. It's a coffee broadcast, so it's good to have your coffee. Let's see, locals. Let's see. Let's say good morning. From locals. Okay. That tweeted. Okay, so locals. So we got 4 out of the 6, and I'll post that up there. That's what it looks like coming in from locals. It should be locals. Okay. So that's good test. That tells me a lot as far as that goes. And I appreciate you all being here and on the various platforms. And so that's pretty cool. I got the little logo for locals. And not that I'm going to get much traffic but it's an add-on to Rumble. It's a posting spot that, after the Rumble Studios is over, if you don't want to post in Rumble, you can go to locals. You can sign up and follow me over there if you want. But for the most part, I post over on the. I'm going to try something here. Seeing that we're messing around a little bit, I want to check and see if I can still bring up my private Facebook. Let me see. Let's see if I can do that. That's okay. That's that. Let me change it, and then if I can, I will go ahead and insert the hot link. Yep, I guess I can. So we'll go ahead and do that. That's a good test to see if I can do that. Let's see. And then I'll just click it. Yep, okay. So it's not going to disturb the... okay, so that clicked in there. So, okay. So I'll click that out of there. We don't need that. So we're off and running. So that's good. So, yeah, so last Friday, I having problems with the RTMP. It wasn't working. I had the public Facebook there. I since moved the public Facebook into the Facebook slot of Rumble Studios because I really want to go to the public Facebook instead of the private to utilize that channel. And the RTMP, what you could put the RTMP URL in and the stream key, but once you put the title in, it read it out the stream key. And I think for Facebook, it probably because it's already in the regular selections, because you can select locals, YouTube Live. Okay, the YouTube Live is coming up now. Okay, YouTube Live, Twitch, Facebook, and X. And then Instagram, I had this web-based app that gave you the stream key and all that, but to get it off of Instagram on the desktop, you have to have a Instagram producer, and I think you have to be a higher level and stuff. They haven't really released that yet, so we'll keep tabs on that. Not that I think the people that follow me on Instagram, and I keep that select. It's mostly people from HAPS that I know, and I still stay in contact with as far as that goes. And so that's good. Okay, so we're off and running. We're settling in on the Rumble Studios as far as that goes, and I did utilize it. Was it last Friday? Was it? Let me see. Let me check my log here. I did utilize it Friday night. What did I have? I had hanging on the Haps street corner. It didn't get that many, but I was up Friday night, and let's see, the 10th. Yeah, that was Friday. And it might be a regular for a Friday night. You know how we used to hang out on Haps Friday night, and I just have it opened. And if I know you, I'll bring you up and we could have a conversation. And then last Wednesday, I had Let's Talk, and we talked about TikTok. I'm not sure if we're going to have that this week. I might be doing the gaming at night. I haven't done any gaming. That's the one thing I'm lacking. So I have to assess that today and look at the game, because I haven't gamed in over a week now. It's probably a week and a half as far as that goes. But okay, let's see. Let's get started here. We talked about the first 15 minutes here about this Rumble Studios. Let's get on with the broadcast here, Rich. Move it here. Currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it's 47 degrees. We gained a degree. Weather was pretty good. It was raining Saturday, Friday going into Saturday. Yesterday was pretty decent. It was a cloudy overcast, sunny a little bit in the afternoon, but currently 47 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 8 degrees Celsius. And we're going to have today, when I'm looking out there, just had a little fog on the mount or in the hills there. Okay. Mix of clouds and sun during the morning will give way to cloudy skies this afternoon, and slight chance of a rain shower. High 72. Okay, that's good. Slight chance of rain. Winds out of the south by southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. The sun rose this morning at 5:47. So that was 13, about 20 minutes ago, 21 minutes ago, 5:47 a.m. The sun rose this morning, and the sun will be setting tonight at 8:18. We're getting into the late night, 8:18. When we're going to summer, I think it goes as high as 9 o'clock. The sun will be just before 9 at the height there. So our world times and temperatures, which I am not ready because I don't have the Wi-Fi attached to the iPad mini. Let me turn that on. So we didn't really do that much. We watched some football, though. There was some football. We'll be talking about that. But I did not do any real broadcasting this weekend, the 10th. That was, did I do anything on the 11th? Oh, the 11th, I did Let's Talk Football. I did that as far as that goes. So we talked about football Saturday morning for an hour. That went really very well. Still had the RTMP problem, but I think it was after that. That's when I put the ticket in, and then it was 7 o'clock, 7:13 Saturday night. They Rumble sent me an email saying they had it fixed. Let's see. No, that didn't work. Okay, that worked. And so let's see. Okay, we're hooked up now. Let's see what we got for world times and temperatures as I speak. Starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:09 a.m. Cloudy skies, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 3:09 a.m. currently this morning. Clear skies, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, 5:10 a.m. Clear skies, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Down in the jungle, New York City, 6:10 a.m. Currently 6:10 a.m. right now here in the southern tier of upstate New York. We got cloudy skies down in the city of New York, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, we have Tony coming in with the weather report of 62 degrees Fahrenheit. And high of 72, low of 62, and cloudy as far as that goes. So thank you, Tony, for giving us. That's down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. And let's see, Tim Fan coming in. Or no, Tina. I'm sorry, Tina. Tina coming in down there in Jersey. We have 39 degrees for the low, 70 for the high down there in New Jersey. Thank you, Tina. Before we go across the pond to Cork, Ireland. Cork, Ireland, it is 11:11. Thinking about me, Max, 11:11. 11:11 is a significant time for me. I see that number. There's certain numbers that are significant in our lives, and 11:11. He didn't pass away. It just that 11:11 is one of those. I could tell you that I see that. I'm not even looking at the clock, and when I do look at the clock, and I'm looking at the clock over in Ireland, it's 11:11. So I got to recognize it. It's a significant time for me, I guess. Over in Cork, Ireland, it's raining in Cork, and it's 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Over in Milan, that's what I could do. Cork, Ireland. Bernie Goldbach just put up a YouTube. We could probably watch that. I can highlight it on the broadcast here. Let's see. In Milan, Italy at 12:12. It's 11:11. We're going to go to 12:12. For me, it's 111 and 1111 angel. Yeah, that's what it comes from, Tina. The angel 1111, the time. But I always I've seen it a lot after Max passed away. So that was the canine member of our family that passed away a few years back. So I think about him every day. Let's see, Milan, 12:12 p.m. Cloudy with partly cloudy, partly sunny, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, and swinging all the way over to Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur. We love saying Kuala Lumpur. It's a fun place, title for a place to be at. Thunderstorms in Kuala Lumpur. We don't like seeing thunderstorms. 6:13 p.m. currently there in Kuala Lumpur, 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan at 7:13 p.m. in the evening. It's raining in Tokyo at 63 degrees Fahrenheit, and down on the great continent and great country of Australia, in Melbourne, Australia, at 8:13 p.m. It's cloudy skies, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. And over to Sydney to the east, it's clear skies in Sydney, 8:13 p.m. and 61 in Melbourne, 63 in Sydney, Australia. So, and those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. And as we proceed on, we do have a thought for today, and our thought for the day. You know what? I forgot. Did I put his? Oh, I got it down here on this. Got to look at the right screen here as far as that goes. Comes from a gentleman. His name is, I have him up here, Norman D. Vaughn. Colonel Norman Dane Vaughn was an American dog sled driver and explorer who first claimed to fame was participating in Admiral Byrd's first expedition to the South Pole. So he was on that crew. Is he still alive? No, he passed away in 2005 at age 100. God bless you, in Anchorage, Alaska. So he has a very how can I put it? Very, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words for the thought for the day. Dream big and dare to fail. Dream big and dare to fail. It's pretty inevitable that we are going to fail, but we need to pick up and continue on till we succeed in our big dreams. So that's cool. That's a good one. Yeah. Dream big and dare to fail. Now, and understand that you are going to fail. We've had quotes. You're going to fail a number of times before, but you're working towards that big dream. So dream big and dare to fail, because when you dare to fail, you're not afraid. When you dare to do something, you're not afraid of doing it. Though maybe in the back of your head, you are a little bit afraid or apprehensive, I should say. So that's a good quote from Colonel Norman D. Vaughn. Thank you, sir, and God bless. Godspeed. Let's see. Our national day today. I don't think I clicked on that. Yeah, let's see. For the 13th, let's see, we have National Crouton Day. You ever figure croutons, you use them in soup and stuff like that? No, well, you have them in salads. Do we have another salad? No, we didn't have. Do we? No, you know what they gave us? Inside the box salad, there was a half a slice of pita bread, toasted pita bread. It was okay. We had the Caesar dressing, I guess, with it, but croutons would have been nice. Let's see. We have National Women's Checkup Day. Yes, women need to do their yearly checkups and stuff like that. The second Monday in May. We have National Fruit Cocktail Day. I like fruit cocktail, but I'm not really a big fan of it. It's okay. We have National. Tina says, let's put this up here pin it up on the thing. Let's see. Tina says, I use them in a lot of things. I make them croutons. Oh, the croutons, yeah, croutons are pretty good. They sort of highlight a salad. Then we have National Frog Jumping Day. Now, frogs are out there. I know when we go for our walk, there's a couple ponds out there on the golf course that we pass by, and we can hear them doing the bullfrog thing there. No, we're going to go with this one, and I know Tino is going to love this one because it's my favorite pie. It's my favorite pie. It's National Apple Pie Day today. Hashtag National Apple Pie. See the big smile? I just say apple pie, and I got a big smile on my face. I love apple pie with a big scoop of vanilla ice cream on it. Oh, my God, that's delicious. Yes, that's what I say, Tina. Yes. Let's see. The first apple pie recipe was printed in England in 1381. 1381. The list of ingredients included good apples, good spices, figs, raisins, pears, saffrons, and a type of pastry crust. It's called a COFYN. I can't pronounce that. While the apple pie existed well before the Pilgrims landed on the eastern shores of what is now the United States, America wax poetic about how American apple pie is. The phrase "as American as apple pie" has been around for more than 100 years. During the turn of the 20th century, when whole toasted cereal were becoming the health food fad, pie gained a bad reputation. Apple pie saved the day of sorts. It's just regular pies gained a bad reputation. But apple pie saved the day of sorts, being more nutritious than other pies, according to that. No, pumpkin pie is just as nutritious, isn't it? I would say so. Teddy Roosevelt was impressed to have a taste of home when he was served an American apple pie while traveling in Africa. Soldiers during World War II were often quoted. They were fighting for mom and apple pie. In 1970, advertisers used a patriotic connection with the common jingle, baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. Yeah, I remember that. They had the Chevrolet commercial. So today is National Apple Pie Day. I like that. That's good. Programming note, tomorrow is Tuesday. It will be the first of two Mixcloud broadcasts that I will be doing on mixcloud.com/Richard M. Roberts. And we'll be going over there to present 8 songs. I'm going to probably end up, just to highlight one there, I know Tina's aware of this because she did, she liked and retweeted what I did. One of my favorite country music singers is Randy Travis. He has a song out, believe it or not, even after having a stroke years back, and it took away his ability to sing and talk clearly. And but with the thanks of, this is where AI for the good, and this isn't the AI that you get off of the computer. I can tell you that right now. When you look at, there was a CBS Morning piece about, and I have it on my Twitter feed there from a week or so ago, where they highlighted Randy Travis and they showed the studio that he was working with his producer. Actually, it's his studio and whatnot, and record label. And they're taking a song that I guess he did before and he's remaking it. But what they do is they take his vocals from a song and they underline it over another singer. So you're actually hearing Randy Travis sing with the help of, and that's the AI. It slides his vocals audio track into the music to where you can hear Randy Travis. It's a very, very high tech. It's not the same. They have AI generated music things that you can do, and it sounds a little tinny and stuff like that. And AI, some of the graphics that come in, they look pretty cool, but you can tell it's AI. Eventually, probably, down the line, 10, 20 years, it's going to be, you might not know what is what. So there's some discussion and even some debate whether it's good or bad. I think in this case, when you see the piece and they finish the song and his family listens to the song, they're like surprised because we haven't heard anything from Randy Travis. So it just sounds so fresh. And with Randy Travis, it hits you right here. That's why I love about him. And I actually personally met him when I was overseas in the Air Force, and was able to and honored to speak with him for 5-10 minutes there before he sat down for his pizza. We were leaving the pizzeria. He was in a USO show that came over to Aviano Air Base back when me and the missus were over there, stationed there back summer of 87, I believe it was, or 86 or 87. Let's see. Tina says, let's see. Tina, in 10 to 20 years, we will have some real dummies. They won't know. Yeah, but I'm an optimist. I think we're going to have some smart people keep those dummies in line. As far as, in the long run, Tina. So yeah, but we have them everywhere still, as far as that goes. So, but it was really intriguing, and I'm going to highlight that song. I'll probably start that. I want to get that song up on the radio show, and I'll hope so. Yeah, same here, Tina. So, but he's back, and other people can do that. Yeah, but it's actually, you can strip down the AI audio and you can look at it's like a fingerprint and stuff like that. So you can tell it's, you can do the audio forensics, if you will. But they actually have, and the studio that he was in was a very high tech studio. So it wasn't some rinky dink PC that you're typing in crap and then it's already pre-made music. You could say that's creating, but it's not really creating. It's not the, Randy Travis. It's his music, and they're just bringing it back to where I'm sure they have a lot of songs in the vault before he had the stroke and stuff like that they can regenerate and stuff like that, because they do manipulate a lot of the voices and stuff like that. So that's AI for the good. So we'll be highlighting that tomorrow on Mixcloud, probably our opening song there, because I've listened to that song 100 times already. It's a great song. Let's see. We're moving it. I started early, so that's why I keep on looking at the clock. I got up early this morning. Let's see. Let's get to our history. Incidentally, we're going to do the history. Just so you know, Tina, there is no 100-year. Well, let me check, because when I checked last night when I was just looking for the articles. Let me check. Let's see. No, we don't want that. Let's see. Where's oh, I know. I can do it up here. Let's check it up here. Fox 40 did not have it listed for last night for some reason, and I don't see it. So and the Motivation Monday is not there. So, well, they didn't have one for Friday. Let's see. Let me double check here on the link I have. Yeah, when I go to the page, it looks like it's there, but they say, our apologies. You have reached a page that's currently unavailable. We apologize for any inconvenience. Please use your browser backbite to preview. So it's not there. We have the last one that's viewable is the last Wednesday. So maybe if it pops up, we'll have 2 on Wednesday, I guess. And even doing the Motivational Monday there. They just don't have it. So, but our regular history for the day on this day, and Tina says, yes, that was a good song, referring to Randy Travis. Yeah, it is a good song. Let's see. We do have, I can verbally tell you what happened. Let's see. Back in 1880, Thomas Edison performed his first test of his electrical railroad in Menlo Park, New Jersey. Do you know where that's at, Tina? Menlo. Well, I'll be in the hospital going. Oh, you're going tomorrow? Oh, is it a regular appointment, Tina? Okay. All right. You can always catch the replay. Okay, that's what's good about the replays. The people that are watching the replay, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. The replay numbers are getting really good. Oh, surgery. Scheduled surgery. Ooh, okay. I'm not gonna go any further than that. I had surgery once. I'm not gonna wood. I don't want to have surgery again. That was a long time. That was like over 10 years ago for my cancer. Let's see. On this day, in 1914, the United States Congress passed legislation establishing Mother's Day to honor the uncompensated work of mothering for this on the second Sunday of May. So that's how we got Mother's Day here in the United States. And in 1939, the first commercial FM radio station in the United States was launched in Bloomingfield, Connecticut, which came to be known as WDRC. And in 1970, the world premiere of the Beatles film Let It Be became the final release of any kind by the band and featured the unannounced rooftop concert in London, which was their last performance in public. Just prior to that, I remember they aired the last concert here in the United States in Yankee Stadium. That was on the TV, and I remember my older brother just going apeshit over it. And I watched it. It's like, okay, it's the Beatles. Okay. I had no significance. I didn't know any significance of what was going on back in the day until later on. Let's see, on the AP side, we have, let's check here, as that's loading up. Just doing my normal check that I usually do during the broadcast here of certain things. And also, let's see if we have any. Let's see, insert. And that is okay, so we need to take care of that guy. And how do we take care of that? We go here. Yeah, there we go. We do that one. Do that. And we do. I might have just interrupted this guy. Let me just check just to make sure. Okay, that was a good. Okay, we just had a couple of bots I had to take care of, so we got those taken care of. Let's see, continuing on our history here. In 1607, English colonists arrived by ship at the site, what became known as Jamestown Settlement in Virginia. The colonists went ashore the next day. In 1914, heavyweight boxer champion Joe Louis was born in Lafayette, Alabama. Let's see, 1940, in his first speech to the as British Prime Minister, Winston Churchill told Parliament, "I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat." So he was the man of the. Let's see, 1973. I remember this. In tennis, first so-called Battle of the Sexes, Bobby Riggs defeated Margaret Court 6-2, 6-1, and Ramon, California. Billie Jean King soundly defeated Riggs at the Houston Astrodome after that, though. So he got his ass handed to him. And as far as that goes. And well, this is something good that you could say that President Putin, back in 2002, him and President George W. Bush announced that he and Russia signed a treaty to shrink the country's nuclear arsenal by 2/3. And I remember that. I was stationed at McConnell Air Force Base the next day after that announcement. It was a Sunday morning. We were normally not busy, but we were out. The fire department were out standing by as they were taking all the nuclear weapons off of the B-1 bombers, and convoying them back into the WSA weapons storage area. That was a big day. I remember that day. We're all sitting out there and said, you know what? The world seems a little safer. I don't know about now though, but so there's our history for today. And let me see if I can get that that YouTube. I wonder if I can bring that up. Let's go ahead. This is and then we'll go on a break here. I'm gonna highlight this YouTube. I want to. This is from my good friend Bernie Goldbach, who's over there in Ireland, and he has a piece of tech that I haven't really. Yeah, Tina, we don't. I'm gonna do this presenting of a friend of mine to highlight him. I've known Bernie online here for a number of years. He's a retired Air Force pilot. He was a test pilot. He was now he teaches over in Ireland. See, I'll bring this up here. History. I know I had it up here. Okay, there he is, and he has something that he. I don't know if I'll play the whole thing. We'll see how it works. Because I don't think I've ever... I presented it for YouTube up here before. Let's go ahead and highlight this. Okay, Bernie, just a minute, sir. I haven't talked to him in a number... I think since HAPS, but I have talked to him on postings. He's over there on Instagram threads at Bernie Gold, or at Top Gold. Let's go ahead and first we have to turn this off. The text, we'll turn that off, and then we'll go over to the YouTube. And it's concerning the Ray-Ban Meta, which these are made by Facebook, the interface. They use some Ray-Ban, which is a really high-end sunglasses, but they're glasses and they're smart glasses. Remember the old Google glasses? Well, they're making a comeback in a sense. And let's see if that shows up here. I got to hit the present slide, and there we go. Okay, there he is. Okay, so we'll go ahead and listen to Bernie. And the name of this YouTube is Using Ray-Ban Meta Smart Glasses in Education. He's an educator. And I think it'll be cool just to have Bernie on the broadcast here. And that's a time mark at 48:30. 48:30. Okay, so here's Bernie Goldbach.
Hi, it's Bernie Goldbach, and you're being viewed and recorded with these Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. Let me tell you some of the things I've learned about using them with students and then around just the general public. I'm over on threads.net as Top Gold, and here is a short use case in the use of the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. So I delivered this talk to the ICT Education Conference. I introduced myself as a creative media lecturer. I own the glasses, 2 pair of them actually, and they've been pretty helpful in the work I've been doing as a creative media lecturer for the Technological University of the Shannon. I work in a place where I get first-hand experiences, and I'll tell you about the functions, classes, the MetaView functions, some advanced functions, and some developer options that you may encounter if you register as a developer. Basically, they work right out of the box, and that's really handy. There are helpful guides on the app, the MetaView app, that tells you what to do. And then once you learn what the lights are doing and some of the basic language of the app, MetaView app, very quick to install, very user-friendly, and a lot of fun to use too. These glasses have really good sound built into them, good speakers. If the audio content plays on your handset, then chances are it's going to go through the smart glasses. You'll hear it in the bone audio. And if YouTube plays, well, then you'll hear it, but you won't see the YouTube, of course, in the glasses. And it's really good spatial audio, which means you're getting the sound around from behind to your front, left to right. Excellent audio.
Orient News Station, listening to announcements, watching them. With MetaView, how are you?
You can listen to things without annoying anybody next to you, and then adjust the volume by moving your finger forward to increase the volume or backwards to decrease it, or tapping it, shut it off. I like these Ray-Bans for listening to anything that I normally listen to while driving, in the car, on the train. Google Maps are excellent. Walking on the street, they'll tell me left, right, up, down, and don't have to hold a phone out there for people to see. Just listen and do. And then there are active learning functions you can do with these. You can sit and watch something on a screen, or put them on a student and have them tell you what they've done in front of you on their screen as they develop something in sketchbook.
See, now if you had the student did that, and you asked the student to walk through what they're seeing, you're making an HD portrait view of that. So you actually have the student doing a walkthrough that you can use in Post Pro. You could use the audio recording, which is really decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Hello, Meta. These are the Ray-Bans by Meta smart glasses. So we're planning our route using the two bus routes, CL1 and CL2. As you can see, they start off with the same destination route, and as you can see, they're going down along from Willow Park all the way down to my showgrounds here. But the intersection stops here.
This is Bernie
Explains to you
with
the
the student,
process,
where he's
and
showing
safely does it without
the
having to hold a
student is wearing the
camera or
glasses and
worry about
showing
a
the
rig
work
anywhere,
being
no
done
loose
as what
wires.
Bernie was explaining. So
Very
it's
effective.
the actual
for active learning.
application of what he's talking about.
Stops at Western Road, but goes towards Clamel Business Park. This is the better map. That's
You recording me. How about that, Dylan?
Thank you for doing the interview, Bernie Goldbach.
You're welcome, Dylan.
I will ask for access to developer licensing for it, where I know I'll get better access to perhaps the search engine tools of Bing, some TripAdvisor business tools, and I think both the combination of the search API and the map API with Bing would allow me to develop some information capability through my instance, my use of the glasses. I've seen the glasses respond to questions. Who is this? It'll know what I'm asking, but it's unable to provide the answers. But the glasses are connected through MetaView to my contacts. And I expect in the future that perhaps there'll be a toggle setting that lets MetaView see the faces of people I have attached to different contacts. Can you imagine that? I'm looking at you and I ask my glasses, who is this? And it comes back with, that's Bernie Gold. I've already asked it, where's the nearest coffee shop? The return results, which weren't exactly right. The results it returned didn't relate to the venue in latitude and longitude where it was, but instead referred back to the registered trading office, another place in town. And then the what I'm looking at is pretty accurate when it came like to the Rock of Cashel. I need to mention that I'm an American living in Ireland. For about 6 weeks after I purchased the glasses, I discovered that they kind of thought I was in America, and then these capabilities were erased. To be continued.
We are releasing the new version of Meta AI, our assistant that you can ask any question across our apps and glasses. And our goal is to build the world's leading AI and make it available to everyone. Now, today we're upgrading Meta AI with
just
Llama
full
3,
disclosure, I'm
our
not
new
a
state-of-the-art AI
Mark
model that we're
Zuckerberg,
open sourcing.
fan.
The bottom line
Part
is
of,
that we believe that Meta AI is now the most intelligent AI assistant that you can
I have nothing to do with
To
Ray-Ban.
make Meta AI even
or
smarter,
Meta
we've also
or
integrated
Mark
real-time knowledge from Google and Bing right into
point.
the answers.
After 6 months of using the glasses, I like them a lot. I think that they're the first consumer technology I'd welcome to wear. On my face, I feel safer with them, riding a bike, driving a car, interacting in public. I just feel safer using them. I do know I have to respect the expectations of privacy that people have, so count me as being kind of hyper aware. Okay, so that's me, Bernie, and that's my experience for the last 6 months using the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses in education. You can check me out on Threads. Top Gold is my name. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Okay, that's Bernie Goldbach, and let's get rid of that. We don't need that. Oh, that's our good friend Bernie, and let's see what we got here. What the hell I got that? Let's. Oh, I don't know. I didn't want to pin that. I'm sorry. I pinned a. Good morning, Big Juice. Hi. How you doing, Steve from Ohio? Oh yes, I follow him. Oh, okay, you follow him. Yeah, Bernie Goldbach. I've known for a number of years. At Top Gold. He doesn't. He's not on X anymore. He's more. He's on Instagram Threads, and he is a great guy. And I really he's a. I've known him over the years since I first started doing audio on Audio Boo many years back. Geez, got to be over 15 years ago, easily. And as such, and Big G saying hi to Tina, and Tina saying hi to Steve. So Bernie, I always like. They popped up yesterday, and he's very involved in his teachings and stuff, and he's been playing around with these Ray-Bans. And I commented, it's at Top Gold. Bernie Goldbach. You just look at the @ Top Gold over there on Instagram Threads. He's on X as well, but he's primarily on Instagram Threads. But his YouTube, now the child that was in that video, that's his son Dylan. Dylan is grown up. I've seen him grown up since he was a baby in the manner of speaking online. So, but I have actually met Bernie. He's originally from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And it was several years back. Oh, it's been what? How many years? Mrs. is joining us here in the studio, eating her breakfast. It's probably got to be 5 years. At least, yeah, at least 5 years since I last. I met him down in Lancaster at his mother's funeral. Let's see. Tina says, I like the idea of surround sound, but not sure about the. Well, he said you can't. It's more audio than anything. The visual is saying he had a student wear them and he can watch that. You don't see any visual on the. They're not like, remember the Google glasses, you could see a little bit of video. You can't. These are more of an audio. There's like 4 or 5 microphones in those Ray brands. So the visual he was talking about is there's a little camera in the thing, and that's recording, and you can take that and you can dump it over onto your phone or whatever, or sort of like if you're live streaming, you could, my perspective of what I'm looking at instead of taking the camera. Oh, this is what I'm looking at. Okay, you're actually seeing it from their perspective, but visually you don't see any visual. So he said he uses those when he's driving, so you can hear things and stuff like that. So they're more on the audio side as far as that goes. So you got, okay, yeah, at first that's what I was thinking, but they're not like, remember the Google glasses, they didn't really take off that well. This is a reintroduction, but it's mostly sound. I like that concept because they're pretty cool. And then you all can, and he said you can always tell if you're being recorded because there's a light that pops up that you can see. So as far as that goes, so I thought that was a good piece. And it deals over on the AI side, as we have different variations we've always had AI. There used to be called machine. I called it machine language. That was the AI. When we had the first Terminator movie, that was the prequel, the very first prequel of AI, because you got to figure that it was artificial intelligence that created those beings there, the robots of Arnold Schwarzenegger, as far as that goes. Okay, we're at an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and take my break here. My 1 hour. We're actually at an hour and stuff. And when we come back, we're going to talk about, I guess there was an event this weekend concerning the sky, as far as the Aurora Borealis, but there's a lot more to that story than just watching something that looked pretty. And we're going to go over that when we get back, as far as that goes. So I will be back here in a couple minutes. So you guys just hang tight, and I will be right back. And we're back. We're back here for the. Oh, let me see. I gotta park this up there. Okay, we're back for the second hour or thereabouts to see where it takes. I got the second cup of coffee here. Oh God, that tastes good. That tastes good. We are back, and yeah, it looks like the fog is moving in a little bit more. Okay, it's coming down off the hill. So, let's see what we got here for comments. Back up on the comments saying, okay, Tina. And so just to talk about the backtrack on the Rumble Studio, I'm going to follow up to try and continuing looking at to utilize that RTMP feature to where you can get the stream key and URL from Instagram. There's got to be a way of doing that and stuff like that, because I'd like to. I can't think of any other place to broadcast from. Let's see. We got, like I said, Rumble, Locals. We got 5 people on Rumble, 1 person on Locals, 1 person on YouTube, 3 people on Twitch. The Facebook Live, I don't get a number for that for some reason. I'm not sure where the number. It doesn't have a number. So, I got to refresh that. Let's refresh that. Is there a number? Afterwards, there's a number that pops up there, but I have seen. No, it doesn't. It doesn't say how many people. Okay. Let's see. We'll turn off the closed captions. So, and I guess when I look at these numbers, it just if I was just broadcasting, let's see, the people watch can see a number. I could put it up over here. I guess I can highlight the numbers and stuff, but I don't want to clutter up my thing. I'm just saying it because I just look at the numbers. There's active people watching and stuff as far as that goes. No, I don't see the number on Facebook unless, I don't know. I'm still looking there. It's afterwards I see a number that pops up in the lower corner of the comments there and stuff, but I don't see a number per se. Let's see. That pops up anywhere that we didn't. Oh, wait a minute. There's one person. No, that's one comment. Okay, I can see that there was one comment. Let's see. Let's check overview. Overview is nothing. Live chat. Okay, and then replies. Let's see. What if I more likes, your replies, live chat? Okay. The live chat. So, and it doesn't show up like Rumble, Locals, YouTube, and then over on X, what do we have on X? Usually there's, I got to manually go over there. We have 11 views. We have 11 viewers on X. Holy crap. Thank you very much there, X. That's very nice of you. We have 11 viewers, 10 to 11 viewers on X. So that number does not show up when I'm looking at the Rumble. When I go to the page, like I go to my, you're right, I can't see on Facebook. Okay. Yeah, afterwards I see a number that pops up there. And I'm not sure what that reference, but right now we have 11 people on over there on the oh, you just went there. Okay, thank you, Tina. Yeah, so thank you for those folks. So we got 11 viewers over there on X. Hello, X Live from Rumble Studios. So so that number right there, if we added up 11 plus a total of 9, that's 20 people that are watching. Normally, if I was just to broadcast on Twitch, you know how Tina, I would just be on X, and then I'd put the link out. I think most I would have just a third of that or a quarter. I would have 5 to 6 people, and then you add up the replays on all those platforms. Like I said, the Saturdays, and again, I don't want big numbers. I like the numbers where they're at, but it's a measuring stick that I'm looking at. I know there's some people, some broadcasters out there, they're googly over the numbers, but it shows me that it proves the fact that our good friend Tony D, when he kept on hyping on me over the last couple of years since the HAPS implosion, where they left and we didn't know where to go to, and I started on Twitch. That multicasting, you don't have all your eggs in one basket, but you put it across, and if you add up all the views, you're doing at least 3 or 4 times. So it pays to multicast, and you're accommodating an audience that want to watch you, but they don't want to go on Twitch, they don't want to go on Rumble, so they go on YouTube or something like that, or go on Facebook. In this case, the majority of the people, it's telling me that X Live is the place to be. I have 11 viewers on X Live right now. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that. That means a lot. And that's an indicator. The quality of X Live is the only thing that sucks about it. The only thing that sucks about the X Live is the fact that their Android, you can't talk or chat from the phone as far as that goes. Okay, so. But we're on a multiple broadcasts, and Tina says 5 ads, and Hal will be on. Okay, is Hal coming on? And I'm not even going to be mentioning the ads anymore, Tina. She's probably back behind the ad because I'm seeing the ads right there on Twitch. Because the way I look at it, I'm multicasting, so I'm not concerned about the ads. The ads are on; they're on to a minimum setting where they come on, compared to what other broadcasters are. I know there's some broadcasters out there that said, you should know to turn them off. Yeah, I know how to turn them off, you knucklehead. Any broadcaster should know that. And such. So I have them on. What's that commercial? Oh, okay. So, but the X Live, you cannot talk on the phone unless you're on an iOS. If you're on a desktop, you can. So those people that are watching me over there on X Live, thank you very much. That's sitting at 11 viewers. It says 11 views, so I wonder if that's just 11 views so far. That doesn't say how many viewers. So there's been 11 views. So that is pretty good. Chat verified only. Oh, you know what? Why is that just verified only? I guess only verified people can do in the chat. But if you're on a desktop, you can chat as far as that goes. So, but the bottom line is broadcasting on Rumble Studios opens up the avenues of where you can think and stuff. And Tina's back from the ads. But Tina, just a suggestion. I'm multicasting, so you can watch me over on YouTube and stuff now. That's the one thing. You don't have to worry about ads. Dump it over to YouTube. Switch back and forth if you want. Again, I'm not concerned about the ads anymore because I'm multicasting. So it's up to the viewer to go ahead, and if they want, they can. I'm here on Rumble, where we have 2 people on Rumble. So I'm not. I know there's some people. I used to be a little concerned, but I'm not concerned about the ads anymore. So I'm not going to address them any. I appreciate you telling me if they're on, but I know they're on. So like I said. I had broadcasters say, well, you should know to turn them off. And it's like, yeah, I know how to turn them off. I got them on minimum setting and stuff like that. Just that the individual doesn't understand Twitch. That's why they're not on Twitch anymore. They're ignorant of Twitch as far as its potential, because Twitch has great potential. And Tina says, true, they don't bother me. Just tell you because I don't want to miss. Okay, yeah, I'm aware of, there's certain segments like the 100 years. I know you like that. And I don't want, something like that. If I have a good chunk of information, I'm going to be aware of the commercials. Okay, Tina. So I can always do a song and dance act for a minute or so. And that's how long the commercials are on. They're not that long. And I appreciate those people that do watch them because I do get a little coin. Yeah, I'm broadcasting. I'm not here for the money, but it's nice to have a little monetization that when I do look at it, it's like, oh, okay. And then I can do something as far as it helps pay, helps assist pay. It doesn't totally pay for the broadcasting stuff like that, or other things I want to buy or whatever. So it's a good way. So Tina says, lots of, you know what I'm talking about, Tina. You've been here long enough and stuff. Matter of fact, there was somebody that got irate that I guess they came in here. They didn't know the whole picture context. Now that you mentioned it, Tina, when you go off to to watch Hal, they thought that was an insult. And I said, they're full of shit. That's all I got to say about it. They don't, they just look at that one little speck where the broadcaster said, when I was made aware of it, well, if that was on my broadcast, I'd ban and block that person. I said, this guy is a horse's ass. You know what I'm talking about, Tina, one of those broadcasters. And I'll call it for what it is. I think the individual's stupid in saying that because they don't know this broadcast. Tina has been a long time. I've known Tina since HAPS. I've seen her over on Hal when I used to watch him regularly. I don't watch him as that much. Is he on right now? Oh, that's right. He's not. Where's he at today? He's on TikTok, I think, today or something. But anyway, you were just saying goodbye and stuff. I said, see you later, say Hal. And he just saw that little bit and he thought that was rude. He said, you don't know. I know she's leaving. That's her prerogative as a viewer. If you're a broadcaster and you're upset with people leaving your broadcast, you better rethink your broadcasting thing. That's all I got to say. I just laugh at it. It's hilarious when I see this. It's like this individual does not know shit or talks a big talk, but doesn't know shit about broadcasting. It's not that hard. It's not rocket science. I only watch smart people. Well, I'm wondering why you watching me, Tina. I'm not that smart. The missus is smart. I'm a dumb knucklehead. And there's somebody that just saw that bit. Oh, he's just doing an act. You're full of crap. That's all I got to say. And I'm laughing. I'm not losing any sleep whatsoever. It's just hilarious. And there's some broadcasters that just want to be a clown. They're not really, as far as it goes. So I'm just calling for what it is. I don't really care. These people, these broadcasters I talk about, I wish them and their family the best. But when you start criticizing other people, and if you start criticizing me as a broadcaster, I could take the shit. Okay, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. The individual broadcasters are like that. They're the one in the loss, not me, because I know where I'm at. I'm a simple person. I look myself in the mirror. I'm not trying to make myself bigger than what I am. I've been like this from the get-go. So it's not no act, okay? I'm a simple person. I try and be kind and honest. Have I been bold and brash in my younger days? Yeah. But I'm older and wiser, okay? And stuff like that. Okay, Hal's on. Thanks. Okay, Tina, ciao. See you later. Hopefully the person if they're watching, they understand that. I know that Tina leaves, okay, to go on Hal. I know Wednesday I have her all because she doesn't go on X Live. So, but it's just interesting. It just reminds me, let's see, we had a little discrepancy last summer with a broadcaster. Now we had a little discrepancy this time, and it's not and I'll tell you right now, I don't feel at fault in any whatsoever. Okay. It's just like there's some very sensitive broadcasters that need to get their heads out of their asses and see things for what they are. That's all I got to say. Okay, let's see. We were going to go ahead and let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Let me check this one thing here. Do a spot check. Yeah, looks like that one's one too. So we'll go ahead and Okay. And we removed another. We got 3 bots this morning. That's a record right there. Usually I just have one occasionally, but it seems like they're pretty active this morning. I take care of the bots right away. If you don't register, I guess when I'm doing this little bit over here, it's just clean up on aisle 1, 2, or 3. It's basically when I'm being more proactive towards the bots. And it's just the way I handle this channel. And it's the same thing I do on X / Twitter there. When you get those, I get these people that come in and you see that they just started their account, or they're a sexy looking girl or something like that. And you look at all their followers and they're just dirt old men like me that's like, okay, they're going to follow like this. This person's following me because I'm not gorgeous, but they want you to think that. They get a block. So I block those automatically. I don't look for that number to be on my X count of followers and stuff. I block those individuals, and I do the same thing with the bots. There's an active list out there of who the bots are, and who is a bot, and they're sitting there and they're just sitting, and that's on the Twitch feed. That's on the Twitch side that you have that capability of blocking and banning those individuals. So because the bots are doing something with my broadcast that I don't think they should be able to do. They're either garnishing views or something like that. So I don't know what but if it pops up as a bot on Twitch, it automatically gets a block. And I've had 3 of them this morning, which is unusual. It's probably the bots are already blocked, or they made new bots that come in. So they're always going to be bots. That's a common thing for broadcasters to be aware of. And then you get the trolls that come in the chat and stuff like that. And they get handled right away. I don't give them any oxygen, as our good friend Ted Hicks has coined the phrase. Don't give them oxygen. Just take care of them. And I do that the same in my real life as far as spam calls. They don't get answered. They don't get answered. They just go away. Okay, let's see. I said I do have, let me check Fox 40 here. Fox 40, no, they're not updated. And WNBF. New Yorkers ask, is washing pre-made salad mix necessary? Well, we might have to look at that one. But what I want to talk about is this weekend, there was talk about looking at the Borealis here in New York State, that we might be able to see it. It was cloudy all week, so we didn't see anything. But that was that more than likely was something that was very highlighted on the social media as far as that goes. And so we're going to go ahead and look at a couple videos here concerning that this past weekend. And let's see, rare G4 geomagnetic storm from the sun. That's what we're talking about, is a magnetic storm from the sun. And let's see, we'll bring it up, go to the present. And there's the present, and we'll go ahead and start the video.
Welcome back. For the first time since 2005, a G4 geomagnetic storm watch has been issued by the NOAA Space Weather Prediction Center. First Alert meteorologist Connor Thompson heard from experts on what this means and if any issues could arise.
Geomagnetic storms are not uncommon. In fact, they are the reason the northern lights can be seen even in the southern tier with storms that are on the stronger side. But a G4 watch of this magnitude is a very rare event, with the Space Weather Prediction Center only seeing 3 observed storms since the new solar period began in 2019. When storms are of this strength, there is the chance to see some issues with some communication devices, according to Robert Steenberg of the SWPC.
Geomagnetic field, when you superimpose that over long conductors, things like pipelines and railroad tracks and power lines, it can induce current, and that's electrical current that's not supposed to be there.
The good news, Steenberg says, is that all critical infrastructure operators have been notified of the potential effects of the storm, meaning they have the time and ability to set up needed plans in case of stronger coronal mass injections or CMEs. SWPC's Sean Dahl says that this is one of the bigger clusters they have seen in a while, the diameter being 16 times bigger than Earth. While the confidence is high, there is still a bit of uncertainty of the exact strength of the CMEs and potential impacts here on Earth.
It's very important to how the geomagnetic storm develops here at Earth or intensifies is the orientation of that magnetic field. This is not something we have to deal with in terrestrial weather. We know a front's coming, we know the temperature is going to drop, and the winds are going to pick up.
And while the SWPC doesn't offer northern lights forecasts, Dahl says that with storms of this size, the reach of it extends farther south than normal.
The general trend for these events as they unfold, let's say we do get to G4 levels and a decent G4 at the right time in the late evening to, post-midnight hours, then the aurora could perhaps be seen as far south as Alabama and northern California.
WPC says that while they have some concerns, they stress that people have very little to worry about. Connor Thompson, 12 News, Broome County.
Oh, there we go. We turn the camera back on. There we go. So it's been since 2000. It's the first time since 2005 that we've had this size of a G4 geometric storm, and the thing of it is the seriousness. This, we say, oh, the aurora borealis, but the ramifications if this got huge, because this is a big sunstorm, I guess, with the sunspots opening up like they were showing there. And I'll have some pictures here that shows a little bit more in detail. But the geometric field, when you impose that over long conductors, which is our electric grid and radio, television, anything electronic, it's going to fry it if it got. And this was game of concern that we got to protect those resources. And but the big thing is that the cluster of sunspots is one of the biggest ones they've ever seen, measuring 16 times bigger. That area that they were highlighting is 16 times bigger than the Earth. And that's huge. So we say, oh, look at the northern lights and all that. And then it's just one of those things that I don't know. You can be all googly eyed, but the ramifications of this type of storm, if it got any bigger than what it did, it would create havoc here on Earth. Because can you imagine the whole grid going down using these things worldwide? People would be at a loss. They would panic. It's just like, even though it's like, it would be quiet for a change, but we wouldn't have any communications, which we depend upon as far as that goes. So I do have another article here, and this gives you the idea. This is from the Big Fox, WYDC, which that and WBNG I have no affiliation with, just to make note, because full disclosure, and full disclosure to that effect, because I'm just a consumer of their news. But here's a picture of the actual sunspot. Look how big that is. That's 16 times. That's more than 16 times just the actual spot itself, not the orangey stuff, but dead center. That's 16 times bigger than the United States. Or no, not the United States, the Earth. That's huge, folks. That is freaking huge. So there's a good picture of it. And are we back? Let's see, I'm back. I thought I don't. I think I bumped myself off. Excuse me. Let me get this here. Bring that back up here. Let's see. Okay, I got to reacquire it. I almost dropped our. Broadcast here. Okay. Okay, we're back up. Okay. I closed the tab our broadcast was broadcasting on. Okay. So there's a sunspot as far as that goes. And I want to So what you're looking at, again, is a sunspot. There's our sun, and there's a picture of what was going on. There was plasma coming out of there, okay, for the solar storm. A giant sunspot, 15, 16 times wider than the Earth, could cause chows this past week. The U.S. government released a warning bracing for several solar storms that may knock out communications, electric power, grid, and navigations. And I did not see that. I figured, okay, the aurora borealis, the sun is acting up. But this is the most intense one since 2005. The sunspot AR 3664, stretching 124,000 miles wide, according to spacewatch.com, has released intense bursts of energy and radiation in the direction of our planet in the form of X-class solar flares, which are most powerful. American officials from the Space Weather Prediction Center, the SWPC, says they are monitoring the sun following a series of flares, corona mass ejection, that began last Wednesday. So this is big. It was going on this past weekend, past Wednesday, last week into the weekend. So everybody said, "Oh, we got to see the borealis," but the real story is we're bracing of our electric grid possibly going down because of this. But the sunspot AR 3664 has released intense bursts, radiation in the direction of the planet. I said that. So, but they're monitoring the report from space weather forecasters have issued a severe G4 geomagnetic storm watch for the evening of Friday. So that's probably when it was at its most intense. Additional solar eruptions could cause geometric storm conditions to persist throughout the weekend. So that's where we when you hear a aurora borealis, that's what's causing. This is what's causing the aurora borealis right up here. As far as if I'm pointing in the right direction, when I'm pointing over here. That picture right there. To give you even some more insight, here's another updated picture right there. That's intense. Look at that hole. That's a big intense. Look at all that shit that's being thrown out there. That's not some nice, fuzzy, warm stuff. That's some stuff that can just literally disintegrate you. They added at least 5 flares were associated with the CME that appeared to be in Earth's direction. SWPC forecasts will monitor NOAA and NASA's space assessment for the onset of the geometric storm. CME are explosions of plasma and magnetic field from the sun's corona. That's the outer edge of the sun. They cause geometric storms when they are directed at the Earth. In a statement last Thursday, May 9th, the SWPC warned geometric storms can impact infrastructure in near Earth orbit and on Earth's surface, potentially disrupting communications, the electric grid, navigation, radio, and satellite operations. It could totally make a blackout here on the Earth. As far as that goes, probably maybe not on the dark side because they're not affected by it. So but we would definitely have a blackout. The opposite side of the Earth and stuff like that. SWPC has notified operations these systems so they can take protective action. However, SWPC adds there is a benefit to geometric storms in that they can also trigger spectacular displays. If you could take the display if they're going to disrupt the communications and stuff like that. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about communications of these puppies right here. We got a mess load of these satellites orbiting as far as that goes in outer space. So a severe geometric storm includes the potential for aurora to be sent as far south as Alabama north. Oh yeah, that looks cool. Meanwhile, you get on your cell phone or you're trying to post up on social media that picture of the aurora borealis, but you can't because communications is down. The sun's activity was observed by NASA's Solar Dynamic Observatory, the SDO spacecraft. Its mission is to study science. I guess this is the S. That's a picture of the SDO. Let's see, I'm pointing in the right direction. That's a picture of the SDO. That's a satellite that was monitoring the sun during all this activity. SDO documents the outer atmosphere of the sun called the corona. So it's keeping an eye on the sun. So that's specifically designed to look at the sun. Thank God. So there we have it as far as that goes. That's something. Let's see. Let's go ahead and stop that. So I found that pretty funny in a manner of speak because we weren't, you could say we weren't in danger because nothing went down, but then again the potential is there, the overall potential, and let's just say that looks like a pretty picture, that plasma coming out and stuff like that, but one little burst of that stuff is bigger than the earth. It just could do havoc big time here on this blue marble that we live on as far as that goes. That means I couldn't broadcast if the systems were down. So I found that pretty interesting. And let's see, Big Juice. Okay, we lost all the comments. Let's see, are they on here? Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we almost went down there as far as talking about going down. Let me check the feeds here, see if we're still up. Okay, we're on YouTube. We're on X. Facebook. We did get a comment from, okay, got the comments over here. We did get a comment from Big Juice there while we were talking about the sun there. So, okay, so I can pin and unpin comments from the phone. That's good to know. Okay. So where are we at? And those are the news articles that I have. Let's go ahead and I did talk about, we had some UFL football action this weekend. And let's see, we had, let me get to the scores here in the USFL. And you know what? I'm going to bring up my let's see, profile. Let me bring up my Twitter page here. We got 10 people watching. Thank you, 10 people. We got 10 people on X. We're going to highlight my X channel to talk about the football. Let's bring that up. And we just got to present it. And there we go. We're presenting it. Oh, we got to remember to take out the freaking scroll there, Rich. There we go. And as you can see on the X, there we are on X Live, and right there on the morning thing, we got 10 people there. Thank you very much for those 10 people. Over the weekend, let's start Saturday. Saturday, we had the football broadcast there. We did have the Let's Talk Football, USFL football. The first game was the Renegades, Memphis Showboats going into Arlington to play the Renegades, and the Renegades, they won. So, and I picked the Renegades to win. They won 23-47. There are some YouTubes on my page. I'm not going to play these. I think I might be infringing on something but there's some good. The whole game you can watch in like less than 15 minutes on that link right there. And then the second game Saturday, the Battlehawks, as much as I wanted them to win, they lost. So that I went 1-1 on Saturday. As far as that goes, that was a good game, good close game. This game was pretty much all Arlington. They just romped on Memphis. This game was fairly close until the Stallions, they have a powerful rushing game. There's another YouTube concerning the highlights there I posted up. And then Sunday, we had the Michigan Panthers beat the DC Defenders. So I ended up winning that game, and they won 22-9. And then, again, I posted the highlight. There's a 15-minute bit on there. These are pretty good. If you don't watch the games, you can watch all the highlights, the good scores as far as that goes. And they're pretty good. I end up watching. Then the last game, this was a close one. Well, let's see. The Michigan, in this game right here, Jake Bates, he's the kicker for the Michigan Panthers. He's my favorite ball player for the UFL right now. He made 3 of 3, and he's very consistent. He's going to probably be in the NFL. Our last game was the San Antonio Brahmas against the Houston Renegades. And this came right down to the last second where San Antonio was lining up for a field goal, and I think it was a 55-yarder, and they won it. And a lot of the games have been, I think almost a quarter, if not a third of the games have been played so far in the UFL have come down to a field goal. And again, there's the highlight thing that's over there on X. I didn't post these on my other social media feed, so I post these only on my X channel of @FiremanRich, and there we are on the Rumble on X Live, my X Live channel, and such. So those were the for the USFL. It was a good weekend of football, the week 7. And we got 3 more weeks, and it's going to be interesting. Birmingham Stallions undefeated. They're just rolling on. They won the 2 years where they had the USFL. They were champions in the USFL. This weekend in NBA action, not too happy with the gameplay with the Knicks and let's see. We started I think with the Celtics. They lost to the Cavaliers. They tied the game up, and then Friday night. Okay, that was last Thursday. They tied it up with Celtics and Cavaliers. The Knicks, they were ahead 2-1. They lost Friday to make it 2-1. And then yesterday they lost again in Indiana, so it's 2-2. That series is set at 2-2. The Celtics, they were 2-1 against the Cavaliers, and they played Saturday. Yeah, they lost. They won Saturday. What did they lose? Okay, they're 2-1 then. Okay, they play again tonight, Monday. Hopefully they can get on the stick and win against the Celtics or against the Cavaliers. They're in the driver's seat. They're 2-1, so they should win. So and then the Knicks, they play tomorrow night at 8. So hopefully they're playing. They're back in the Garden. So hopefully they've got some injuries. And Indiana Pacers. They're playing very good basketball. Major League Baseball play over the weekend. Let's see what we got here. We go back to Friday night. Friday night we had. Let's see, is that Friday night? Yeah, let's see. We had the Yankees beat the Rays on Friday to start the weekend, and the Mets lost to the Braves. And then Saturday, the Rays won, so that's a 1-1. But the Mets, what the hell are the Mets? The Mets played. The Mets lost, so they're 0-2. And then yesterday, the New York Yankees won, so they won the weekend series 2-3. The Mets were looking at losing. I watched the last. They ended up getting a walk-off home run by Nimmo, I think his name was, and they beat the Braves 4-3. So they didn't lose. They weren't swept, I guess, in a manner of speaking. So the Yankees went 2 for 3 this weekend. The Mets went 1-2. And in the standings, the Orioles are still in first place with the Yankees a half a game behind in the American League East, in the American League, and in the National League East, the Mets are still they're 480.487. They're not even playing 500 ball yet. So we got the Nationals and the Braves ahead of them. They could have picked up a couple spots there, but so that's the baseball action. And that's about it. I don't think there's really anything. Let me just double check and scan the news here. Oh, we do have one more article. We have let me see. Let me preview this one. Let's see what this says. Many of us are living a fast-paced life in New York, and that means we are looking for things that will make our lives a little easier. When we are looking for something healthy to eat but are in a hurry, pre-made salad is an option. But, as much as a pre-salad salad looks, you got to be aware of it. But there is a question a lot of us have. Should we still wash that pre-washed salad mix before digging in? I think when you get it from the supermarket, yes. I had a salad last night with our meal, the Speedies that we had from the Speedy rib pit, and we didn't wash it. It's going to be so what's the deal with pre-washed products? So you grab that bag of salad mix labeled pre-washed and triple washed from the grocery store. I'm not going to trust that label. Sounds pretty clean, right? Well, that's because the growers have already given it a good rinse to get rid of the dirt before packaging. And the inside scoop from food safety experts, though, so when you turn to the experts to settle this wash debate thing once and for all, they say that these are people that know their stuff. They say washing pre-washed product at home might actually make it worse. Really? Wow. What's this about? Oh, this is getting interesting. Apparently, when you give it a little extra scrub at home, it doesn't really make it cleaner and could actually add some funk stuff if you're not careful. How's that? Think drinking dirty water, a filthy sink, or a funky cloth that you use for drying. Nobody wants that in the salad. Oh, okay. I see where cross-contamination is what they're talking about. Now, before you go driving into that bag of pre-mixed salad mix, relax and remember a few safety tips. Keep your pre-washed product chilled. That means in the refrigerator. Wash your hands before handling it, and maybe put a paper towel in the bag to soak up the excess moisture. So the experts are saying it's safe, I guess. So that's off of WBNG. I didn't put the picture of the let's see what else they have. That just got posted up here 30 minutes ago. Upstate New York diners named among the best. Oh, we might do that one next time. Let's see, WBNG. Let's Let's check WBNG, see if there's any news. They had some activity up at the Ross Park Zoo. Nothing. McDonald's worker to roll out of. Oh, here, what's this about? Let's go over this one. Let's do the McDonald's one. Let's bring up. Okay, what we got here? Let's go ahead and turn that off. And let's see. This is as of May 11th, which was what, Saturday. McDonald's is considering adding a $5 meal to its menu. I thought they already did that. I've been hearing some stuff about that. The food chain restaurant is looking to bring back customers after rising costs. And there's a lot of rising costs in these fast food chains. It's an arm and a leg. It's like, I don't go there. I probably eat at McDonald's now maybe once every month now. Once a month to once every other month. I don't go there every week now like I did when I was working. And I'm probably a lot healthier because of it. You shouldn't really eat this stuff when you get older. It's just, but it tastes good. After rising costs of meals due to inflation, the inflation is unreal. The affordable meal could include a choice of either a McChicken, a McDouble, or 4 pieces of chicken nuggets and fries and a drink. And Wendy's has been doing this for years. I mean, I've been working, when I was working at the day job, that would be sometimes if they say, hey, Rich, we're going to Wendy's. You want? Yeah, give me a biggie bag for $5. McDonald's is still talking with franchise owners about introducing the meal. This discussion comes just weeks after corporate executives reported slow growth in foot traffic. And that's not just McDonald's. That's all the fast food chains. McDonald's CEO, Christopher, whatever his last name is, said during an April 30th earnings call that it's imperative that they keep affordability at the forefront for the customers. It's not immediately clear what locations will have the $5 meal. I'm almost saying we have this $5 meal here in the southern tier of upstate New York. So there we have it. That's the fast food article and such. So let's see. Let me go over here just to check for any peculiarness. And I think that's about it, though. I don't think we have that much more. We started early and we're ending a little early, but I want to go out and get a walk in with the missus and such. So we're going to go ahead and let's see. We've been on for an hour and 54 minutes. That's good enough. We almost made it to the 2-hour mark. I could stretch it out, but we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here, folks, and get our day started and see what the day brings as far as that goes. And let's see, I'm going to have to go back here to see who was in the chat. Let's see. Let me go back here. Let me go back to the chat. Let's see, because we dropped. And the reason I stayed on is because I'm on Rumble here. This is on the phone as far as that goes. So thank you, Tony D, for being here. Thank you, my brother veteran and friend and fellow broadcaster here. Salute to you, sir. Thank you, Tim Fanforty, for being here, dropping in from Michigan. And Tina, our Jersey girl. We enjoy having you here. And who else did we? I think we had Steve. Big Juice was in the house. So that was our makeup. Tony was coming in over there on Rumble and YouTube, or YouTube. Tim Fan40 was coming in on the YouTube and such. And I want to say thank you to those folks that are over here on Rumble. Greatly appreciated as far as that goes. And those folks that are watching the replay on Rumble, thank you very much. I want to say thank you for those folks that are over there on X. Well, we have 10 viewers over there on X. Thank you very much. You all have a great one. Oh, we're up to 13. 13. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for the views there over on X Live at Fireman Rich. And say thank you for the one person on Locals. And what do we have on YouTube? Looks like we got one viewer on YouTube and one on Twitch now. So with that, this is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, as well as over there on Twitch and also on X Live. And I am on X Live at Fireman Rich. That's where I primarily post at, but I also post over on Truth Social at Fireman Rich on Truth Social, Blue Skies, Instagram Threads, and then the public Facebook is all one word, The Real Fireman Rich. You all have a great one wherever you may be. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thanks again. Great broadcast.